So let me explain what this is. A friend of mine and I made this Facebook post where we ranked how freestyle friendly a bunch of different wings were. The NucleonXX was not on the list because we only ranked the wings that we had flown and we hadn't tried it yet. He said, hey Woody, I'll send you my wing. I'm out of town for a couple of months. Why don't you check it out and tell me where it stands in the list? I've flown a bunch of wings, I don't know, maybe 13 wings. And I want to throw this out there. We ranked them on a scale of 1 to 10, but a 10 doesn't necessarily mean it's the best. It just means it loves to turn and burn, right? This is a wing that loves to bank and yank. It doesn't mean it's the right wing for your mission. There is no perfect wing for every mission, but there is a perfect wing for every mission. All right, see what I did there? I have a 6, my Speedster 2. We ranked it as a 6 on a scale of 1 to 10. I can fly that thing hands off in the middle of the day doing cross country, and I love that about it. If that's the flight you want, or maybe you're not like a super experienced pilot, that's the wing for you. On the other hand, if you're looking to get inverted upside down and you want to do consecutive barrel rolls or something like that, then maybe you want one that's closer to a 10 on that, 1 to 10 bank and yank scale. Anyway, I'm going to fly the Dudek NucleonXX, and I'm going to give my impressions. By the way, this is maybe my 4th or 5th flight on it, which I think is good. I have a preference. I don't like first impression videos. I would rather hear expert reviews. And I don't pretend to be all that, but it's not my first impression, so I sort of know what's up going into this.
Ross is warming up. Look at those muscles.
These rises are a little complicated on the ground. I'll probably elaborate on that when I'm in the air. Easy peasy. All right, so before we do wing talk, here, I'll turn off the motor. There's something cool here. First of all, there's a fire. We're going to fly over there and check it out to see what that fire is all about. The second thing, do you see how the smoke rises and then goes sideways? That's an inversion layer. So if I were to fly above that, I would be in kind of a different weather system than I would below that, which I think is really neat. Usually you don't get to see it quite so visibly, like on and off. There's right where one stops and the other starts. If I were to hypothetically thermal, it'd be hard to thermal today, it's hazy. That's as high as I could get. I would get up to where that smoke is, and then that would be my ceiling. Usually, the ceiling is where the clouds are. And I bet, like, if I look there, and I look over there, those clouds are at roughly the same altitude. Anyway, it's interesting to me. I'm going to go over there and see what's up. I can't get too close because it's bad for a wing. This is a borrowed wing. It could be potentially dangerous, but I will fly by upwind and give you guys a look at it. So I'm trying to get kind of close because these action cameras make everything look so far away. Yeah, look at this. Like, to me, this is a nice controlled burn where they're doing this on purpose to this flaccid penis-shaped field. This looks neat. Check this out. This guy's got it going on. Huh. Even though I'm upwind, I can kind of feel the heat on my butt. I didn't expect that. Super cool. Nice. I'm glad I flew. Oh man, I love flying so much. I feel like, dude, the stoke, like, what I just did, flying over that fire, to me feels like a privileged experience. Like it's not a thing that most people get to do. I wish I want to be a tandem pilot and just take people for free rides. Like, that would be fun to me, where I could just, like, dude, you're a bird. A noisy bird. Okay, a noisy bird. But I'm a bird. I'm just flying around in a chair. It's the coolest thing. God, I have heard Super Del say that exact same thing. I've been doing this for a couple of years now, and it's like my first flight. Man, and springtime is coming. The fields are getting greener and the trees are starting to get leaves, or the ones in my yard are getting flowers. And it's just to fly around above this and get to experience it. It's a privilege. I messed up a foot drag about a month and a half ago. Now I have like foot drag PTSD. I think Ross is about to thread the needle. Safely, good deal. Woohoo! Success! Oh yeah. Still a little unsteady. There we go. Nice. There we go. Ah! It's like I get close enough to touch sometimes and I just want to hit the throttle and get away from it. Now, I'm going to do some asymmetric spirals to the left. Get jiggy with it, as the kid said 15 years ago. Better job with the weight shift. Good times. My impression is that it's somewhere in between the Speedster 2 and the Progress. I think the Progress, even without 2D, turns more, but the Speedster 2 turns less. Now, on the other hand, for cross country, the Speedster 2 is just not a busy wing. Like, you don't have to constantly deal with pitch changes or oscillation or anything like that. Whereas this one, even today, which isn't very bad, you know, like it was within my bump tolerance. I don't mean to make a big deal out of it, but it certainly gave you a lot more feedback than the Speedster 2 does, which sounds like a compliment, but to be honest, you know, if I'm flying hands-free, going for 60 miles between stops, I like a wing that flies for me. And the Speedster 2 does that really well. This does that kind of well. And I haven't really tested the Progress, but my current impression is that it's, you know, it takes a little more hands-on of a pilot. And then if you go to the next level, like a free ride or a carve, gosh, you know, I'm fixing that wing every couple of seconds. You know, it's like a constant thing. I can't go hands off on those for very long at all. So it's like I was saying at the start, there is no perfect wing for every mission, but there's a perfect wing for every mission. Want to do some wing overs? It's no big deal to come down. Gonna grab it at the 2D. Let's get our weight shift awesome for this wing over. Killing it. Nice! In 2 turns. It took me forever to figure out how to kill a wing over. Whenever I asked someone like who was more experienced than me, they're like, I just do it. It's like, no, that's not helpful at all. But the trick I've discovered to killing wing overs is like, I come out and then like back, that's the normal wing over. And then when I'm ready to kill it, I come out wide and do wide wing overs. And they don't build energy so much, they just spend it. And usually in 1 or 2 turns, I can kill it. The guy who lent me this wing specifically asked me to do a SAT on it. So I kind of have to, don't I? Let's get posted up on this. Like, there we go. nice. Oh, that's nice. I'm smooth. I'm in here. Everything is going well. We'll bang it the other way. Little wingtip collapse. A lot of G's. And it's over. That was probably more turns I needed to burn that energy. But I did a sat, and it worked out fine. That wingtip collapse, I've had it happened to be a little bit in an SIV course on my Swift 4. So Chris Santacroce was like, you know what? Wings do that. That's not necessarily pilot error, and it's nothing to really concern yourself with. Nucleon, this is only the 4th wing I've satted, so I'm not like a sat expert or anything, but I do like them. It's probably my favorite move lately, and I'm happy to be in the air. It smells a little bit like smoke, like that fire just... The whole area for miles and miles around is just a little smoky. Anyway, let's fire up. I love my motor. All right, I wanted to talk about the risers on this a little bit in case someone's interested in this wing. So this has 2D steering. And what that means is that if I pull it this way, hopefully the camera's pointed nicely, the whole rear of the wing gets pulled down. If I pull it this way, just the tip is engaged. And if I pull it down, the whole rear gets engaged, but I don't want to fly near houses, but the tip gets engaged first. And that gives it kind of a little extra hook as you're making your like big turns. I like it, it's nice. Usually what you give up though is the dedicated tip steering. This has dedicated tip steering. Even though it has 2D, it also has these tip steering toggles, which hopefully you can see are tugging on just the tips. Odd thing, this isn't giving it back, so I kind of have to pull it to get it to go back. But what's nice about having these little tip steering toggles is that I don't have to reach up so high when I'm doing a really long flight. I can stay on here with my hands down low and it doesn't burn out my shoulders. What's not nice, aside from losing altitude here, is that when I kite this wing or just pick it up or maybe pre-flight it as I clip in, I find these risers to be really, really busy. And it takes me like an extra look or an extra minute to make sure that I'm clipped in properly and nothing is tangled because they're busy. So you have to figure out what you like in a wing. You know, do you like the extra features where everything is there, or do you like something that's a little simple so that you can clip in and not, so you can clip in and get it right every time. The choice is yours. You know, I feel compelled to say, I don't like to say negative. I love all wings. I love so many wings. Big ones, fat ones, tall ones, short ones. I love wings, and I like this wing too. It was supposed to be rated a B, and I don't know why it's not. When they announced the wing, they told everyone it would be a B, and it's been several years, and now they don't say that anymore. It was one of two things, I assume. Either, one, it failed the test and was something higher than they wanted people to know it was, so they just said, forget it, no rating. Or they got cheap and decided that it wasn't worth the money to have the wing tested because it's kind of expensive to have a wing tested. Neither one of those make me fall in love with the wing's rating, right? Which is question mark. I value a wing that gets rated, and like on the real high end, like the racing slalom wings, I feel like you're signing up for that, and the wing could behave really unpredictably and dangerously. But here in the middle, right, when they're aiming at intermediate pilots, I like it when companies get their wing rated. I like it when they have a pro go up there and do dangerous stuff and figure out, to sort of guarantee that it's going to behave this way. So I don't know why this wing never got rated. Maybe someone out there does. The Progress is going to get rated and they're targeting a B. Wait into my decision making. Hopefully it does get rated. But I like it when pros test wings and tell us what to expect. Looks like Ross did great on his landing. I didn't see it, but to me it looks like his wing is down on its tail, which usually means you did everything right. I'm landing in a different direction than him. I think I'm right, but I'm not sure I'm right. So we'll see how it works out for me. And turn a little bit. Yeah, the wind sucks. Says I might be right. Who the heck knows? I put her down on her side, but it's all good. Anyway, she lands nice. I think I did not land into the wind there. I've never had any trouble landing her. She has a lot of flare authority, like especially at the end. Like if you feel like you're too low, you pull it and you get back up again. It's a fun wing. I'm glad he let me fly it. Next time, I'm going to fly my new wing, which you guys haven't seen yet, but I like it.
Multi-million-dollar deals, got $1 million deal. When I was younger, I would wonder how $1 million feel. And for real, it feel like I ain't even broke a seal. Cause when you drop hits, they want you to pick up the bill. Now my life is in Maryland, my heart is in Chicago. New York state of mind, but I'll